Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request from Jacob Herricks down in Texas. So, Jacob, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for this one. Max McNown's song, A Lot More Than Free. Don't know the song. Don't think I've heard Max's stuff. And Jacob originally requested Bishop Gunn's song, Devil is a Woman. And I listened to a fair amount of that song, and it was awesome. The only problem with it was blues rock. And I love the blues, I love rock, but it wasn't quite right. You know, I try to keep things within certain parameters on the channel of non-pop country. But anyway, if you wanted to check that song out, I recommend it if you're not just a classic country music fan or bluegrass or something like that. If you like to go outside a little bit and check out other stuff. Bishop Gunn's song, Devil is a Woman. Now, I didn't get into the lyrics much. I mostly listened to the instrumentation on it. I don't know how he developed it lyrically. But Max McNown's song, A Lot More Than Free. Jacob, thank you for this gift, my friend. And for the second request that you made, for the alternate, let's call it that. Here we go. A lot.
Leaves start falling when the cold wind blows.
And where's Max from, Jacob?
Get covered by the winter snow. The birds start singing when the spring rolls around. Flowers blooming through the thawing ground.
Nice.
When you love somebody and the love grows cold, the sun starts shining when you let it all go. There's a certain kind of hurting only time can heal. That's a pretty good picture of the way I feel.
Oh, I like that lyric. Combination of lyrics.
I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. I ain't saying that you never took a toll on me. For what it's worth, I can finally see that I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. Yeah, I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free.
This is nice. They're not overloading the song.
From this mountain I can see so far. Rivers running like deep, deep scars, carrying the lifeblood through my veins. Is it crazy that I'm grateful for all the pain? 'Cause I'm a little bit hurt.
No. Pain signifies a lot of things. One, pain is a great motivator to get out of it so you can make the personal corrections, but that's context specific. In this song, it meant he loved, it meant he felt, it meant he's feeling. It's not what he wants to feel, but in order to feel that love, it's a risk. That's what relationships are. That's what anything you do is, or anything you don't do. Everything carries risk in the sense of there are consequences to it. There are results. There are things that come after whatever decision you make. If you decide to just stay on the couch and watch TV and not engage with other people, that is a risk. You might get bored. You might get disillusioned and such. Everything comes with what's called an opportunity cost. If you do this one thing, there's a million other things you're not. You do this one thing here, there's the million other things that you're not. You go into a relationship, it might work. It might feel really good a fair amount of the time. It might not work out. The fact that he's feeling the pain means he's willing to take that risk. So he's entrepreneurial in this regard. So I love questions like that. And if he wrote this at his age, I still marvel that people have that sort of insight at that young of an age, like Billy Joel did. He wrote so many of his songs that are like world known to this day when he was a late teenager, early 20s.
But a lot more free. I ain't saying that you never took a toll on me. And for what it's worth, I can finally see that I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. Yeah, I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free.
Yeah, that's a process that keeps going. There it is. Yeah, reminiscent of Billy Joel's The Stranger, speaking of Billy Joel, which I think started with a whistle. Yeah, I mean, he captured the essence of a relationship. When it ends, over time, the pain subsides, the freedom returns, you get back to being yourself, you have to figure out who you are. If you don't make changes after a relationship breakup, you're just going to either repeat them again or you're just going to remain the same your whole life. And I marvel that people so resist change, because I love change, not just for the sake of change, because that's a mistake, but whether it's individually or culturally or nationally, just change for the sake of change doesn't work. If you don't like a certain thing that's in place, just getting rid of it means it's going to be replaced with something else, and that could be worse, and that includes personal attributes and all that. But over time, the pain does subside of a breakup. It's just the way it works. Even for people who decide to not get in another relationship, the pain still subsides. And it's sort of, you transfer the weight of your suffering from the heart to the mind. And then you can sort of control yourself in that way, just by changing a thought. Because it's easier to change a thought than an emotion or a mood. So over time, that's what happens. You transfer the weight of the pain from the heart to the mind. So, and he started with a whistle, and then I was going to make a comment until he closed out with a whistle. I was going to make a comment that I liked the way they went from he whistled in the beginning, then that was replaced with a harmonica twice. And I'm like, I like that. It seemed purposeful. But then after the second harmonica, toward the end of the song, he started whistling again. And I'm like, so it wasn't a replacement instrumentation, if you will, but an additional one. But I love it in art and in music when these sorts of elements are added, not overdone at all, but there's clearly thought being put into it. You know, bringing in just whistling. Or da 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 da. You know, sometimes you'll sing without lyrics, without words. It's just a wonderful artistic expression. So I like his voice, his youthfulness. I don't know how young he is. Some people have a baby face. I mean, to me, he looks to be about 25, but he could even be younger than that, and he could be 35. I'm going to rate this. I wonder where he's at too, Jacob. I know you know. I don't know if he's on the Texas music scene or what, but you could fill us in on those details. So this song, I'm going to rate, and the number came in my brain was a 9.0, and the immediate word after that 9.0 popped into my brain was artistry. I think Max and the folks, they're more than just a band. They're like artists, lyrically, instrumentally, and I think they have a big upside as time marches on. So, Jacob, thanks for that request. And that's going in the playlist of Songs of Nine and Above. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. See you on another video and keep rocking the country.
sun starts shining when you let it all